Hello and welcome, time for another Legacy video, and let me start by saying, wow, was I disappointed by the ban announcement, or should I say no ban announcement. I was so disappointed that I haven't touched Legacy after the bans for like almost 2 weeks. I think it's one of the first times I'm actually picking up Legacy again, mainly because I qualified for a European Legacy Masters tournament, which is in 2 to 3 weeks. I qualified with Infect. So I really wanted to play that there, and I was already, I already expected some bans. I was so excited for the new format. But unfortunately, we will have to wait 5 more months until they ban something from the format and make it whole again. Now, I do love Legacy, so I decided to think about, I expect everyone to be playing blue-black right now, be it Reanimator or aggro, and you're already seeing this, everyone's playing these lists. So how can we compete? So let's dive into the list. I'm sure one thing stands out immediately. Just look at this, 4 Endurance main. That's just sign of the times, right? Sign of the times. What have I cut from the list? It's pretty easy. 2 Berserks and 2 Ponders. Reason for this is that mainly Berserk, it has been on the decline for me personally for a long while now. We used to need Berserk to get through trample damage with Glistener Elf, but ever since the printing of Legolas's Quick Reflexes, I've felt more and more that Berserk is just not necessary in the deck anymore, with Legolas being both a protection spell and a way to get rid of a blocker. I find myself boarding out Berserk in pretty much every single matchup these days, and that sounds like a sideboard card to me. And I've been boarding in Endurances in a lot more matchups. And especially when you're playing high stakes tournaments, which is where I based this list upon, I just like having 4 Endurance, and this deck really sustains 4 Endurance main very, very well. Ponder also a bit on the decline. Format's so fast right now, you very often don't have time to ponder. You have Bowmasters, so we've gone down to 1 ponder at a certain point in the past as well, so that was an easy cut. So let's just give this a shot. I've already played 1 league with this, and I was quite excited about this list, especially 4 Endurance main is really good. It's like never a bad card, it can win the game on its own as well, and haven't missed Berserk. Let me just pop, before I go to the sideboarding, let me just pop open the meta right now, and just look at this meta and ask yourself the question, in what matchups would you actually want Berserk? Berserk is usually good in matchups, against combo decks, where you want to win as fast as possible. However, combo decks these days are faster than Infect, like oops, wins on turn 0. Like, what am I going to do with my Berserk? The UB Reanimator is just way too good at stopping the Berserk. It's like throwing away a card, and then if I just look at the top 15 of these decks, against the top of these, I would probably board them out all of them. Maybe against Stompy, it's fine. Lands, it shines there, and Mystic Forge combo, that's where I like Berserks. And then Omnitel, I guess, and that's it. So 4 to 5 decks, maybe. And where do I want Endurance? Reanimator, Delver, Oops, Dimir Tempo, Lands, Painter is also good, Doomsday. Need I go on? I think it's clear that right now Endurance is the card that you need to be playing main deck instead of Berserks, so I'm going to give that one a go. And then let's go to the sideboard. I'm playing white again. Not sure if I'm going to keep this, but I'm seeing a resurgence of blue-black aggro and Delver as well, and Swords really shines there. I really still like Great Sable Stag, but more and more of these tempo decks and even Reanimated decks are picking up stuff like Murktide Regions, and especially Tamio has been really, really difficult to deal with. So I'm even thinking about maybe playing 1 or 2 Prismatic Endings in the sideboard if I have room. Now that I'm no longer playing 4 Endurance in the sideboard, we do have room somewhere. You can still see that I'm playing 1 Ghost Vacuum and 1 Rest in Peace. I'm playing white, so I like that as a way to get rid of the graveyard forever. We don't need Graveyard at all, so we can very easily play Rest in Peace. I do like these. It's just another sign of the times how much I respect the Graveyard. That's 6 dedicated Graveyard spells, and we have 4 Swords of Plowshares. And rest I didn't change. Fluster Storms, Veils against combo, Veils against the control decks, Sylvan Library as well. You need a Force of Vigor, and then the 4th, Legolas's Quick Reflexes. Let's see how we will perform. Why, yes, I would like to play first. Thank you very much. This hand is good. I'm going to keep. I'm going to start with turn 1 Tropical into Noble. And I have a turn 3 kill, so that's nice. Invigorate and Embiggen on Nexus is 10. Don't even need Noble. So if they kill Noble, that would be fine. There we go for the turn 1. Let's pass. Starting off with a Watery Grave. Well, that was unexpected. I expect to face Blue-Black Reanimator or Blue-Black Aggro at least twice in a league whenever I'm playing these days. So you can see that I'm, since I know the format's going to be this for 5 months, I'm heavily looking towards a shell that can beat them, and I think this may be it. I've even been thinking about playing Uro again in the sideboard. I've done that in the past a couple of times, but it's still tough because they play Wastelands. But I'm going to give that one a go soon. They take the Invigorate, as they should. That's the best one. Legolas is a really good pickup here. Let's Ponder. Probably dig for another Pump Spell. I don't think I want any of these. I'm going to shuffle that one away. Okay, Penelhitman is good. Tomio. As I said, it's the most scary card for us. And they brainstorm immediately. What I could do is, if I want to be really cute, I can Legolas Noble and then Embiggen it, and then just tap it for mana to kill the Tomio response, but I don't want to do that. Especially because right now, that minus ability from Tomio is not that big of a deal, because with us having the Embiggen, we can actually deal lethal damage quickly enough, especially with Pendelhaven, right? Because Embiggen is +5/+5 on Inkmoth Nexus, so we will deal a lot of damage very quickly. Oh, and just draw another Embiggen, nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to animate Nexus with itself, Embiggen, another one, and now I'm going to Legolas's Quick Reflexes and kill them. See, this is what I mean. Legolas's Quick Reflex is just such a good card. It's insane how much of an upgrade this this card is, and I expected Infect to see a huge resurgence after it was printed, but people are not exploring the deck again, and I'm not playing as many challenges anymore as I used to in the past. I can't even remember the last time I played a Legacy challenge, for instance, and you need people representing the deck in order for it to be played, and I'm a paper Magic player at heart. Heavily interested in playing in paper, and not so much online. Mainly because, you know, playing in paper is not the same. I can't tell you how many times I've won because my opponent missed triggers, how many times I've won through Shadows of the Void. That doesn't happen in digital platforms, so playing Magic in real life is much more harder, and if you know the format very well in paper, it's a huge benefit because people just can't look up all your deck lists, etc. So I benefit very highly from that. Anyway, I expect this to be blue-black aggro, so I want Swords, Legolas, and Veils. I don't like Force of Wills all that much. I usually trim down some number of Elf and Miggins. I cut my Berserks, but I'm not playing them. And now, what do I want to keep, though? Do I really want a fourth Legolas? Maybe not in this build specifically. I'm uncertain if I want to have Rest in Peace against blue-black aggro. I'm going to start by saying no. I'm just going to cut one of these Legolases. So 4 Swords, 2 Veils, cut 4 Force of Wills, 1 Embiggen, 1 Elf. That seems fair. Yeah, let's submit. Since I'm playing online, everyone knows my deck list, so I haven't been playing white in a very long while. So I hope that people don't respect it, don't play around it. That's not bad. I really want to keep, but if they have Wasteland, I'm very dead. I think I'm going to keep, though. I have 2 draw steps to find the land if they do Wasteland Hedge Maze, so I think this is too good to mulligan. But I am a bit scared of Wasteland. They start with a Thoughtseize. Funny enough, this hand's pretty good against a Thoughtseize, so that's fine. Downside now is that they know I have a pretty weak, soft hand to Wasteland, so let's pray that they don't have that. But apart from that, they can pretty much take whatever they want. Take the Blighted Agent, sure. Honestly, with this hand, I wouldn't even know what they should have picked. Let's see what's on top. I want to have a land, yes, so we're going to leave that one on top. This is another reason why starting out with a Hedge Maze is fine. If they don't Wasteland me, I can now fetch up my Savannah for Swords. That's really good. Oh, we're playing against Death Shadow, so this... Okay, wow, that's really good, because now that means the Sword Supply is going to be excellent. I don't want them to know that I have the option of using Swords to Plowshare, so I'm actually going to play the Inkmoth Nexus and Glistener Elf. Pass. I guess I should have known it was Death Shadow. Why else would they play Watery Grave? Silly of me that I didn't notice game 1. I'm going to change anything though. It's pretty much just blue-black, but except it's just the worst version. Okay, let's see what they do in a turn. What's really cool against Death Shadow is if you have Invigorate, because it's a cost, so you just Invigorate and they immediately gain the life. It's so cool. Okay, so they kill Elf, slam him with Death Shadow. Sure, I'm going to Brainstorm now, so they don't have the option of casting Orcish Bowmasters. They could fight over this. That would be fine. That's a pretty good. I really want to have this Veil of Summer, so I think I'm going to put them. What else do I want? I do want to have these lands, though. If they had a Wasteland, they would have played it last turn. So I think I'm going to put them like this. Play the Verdant and pass. I really want to have Veil of Summer up every single time. So now I can fetch up Savannah and get Veil of Summer. That would be really sweet. And I'm fine playing Draw Go here if they are missing land drops. Swords feels great again immediately. Yuriko. Okay, sure. So I guess we just Swords straight away. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I really don't want them drawing cards, so I'm going to Swords immediately. Especially since I have Daze protection. Can't see a whole lot going wrong here. No, they can't recast the Death Shadow. And we draw Misty, that's nice. So let's dig for pump spells. Brainstorm here. Nice, double pump spell. That's really good. What are we going to do? So I definitely just want to Invigorate right now and have Veil Up and Daze. So I think I'm just going to put Swords and Ponder on top like this. I have everything that I want, so I don't need these cards. I don't need Ponder because I have everything that I need. And I also don't need the Swords right now. They have no threats. And if I do need it, I'm going to be able to get that with the Ponder on top. I think this is the best thing to do. And I still have Veil and Daze up. So there's not a whole lot that could go wrong here. I'm going to slam in for 9. The only thing that could go wrong is Wasteland next turn. This is why I kept the Ponder on top, so I can find a threat. Play Tamio. I can Swords that, so that's fine. The Brainstorm here, that's okay because I'm going to Daze. And I have Veil of Summer up. So I think I'm just going to Ponder right now. Take that Swords. I don't need these. So let's Swords away the Tamio. What's going to happen is if they Brainstorm response, I can Daze. I will get a Tropical with this Misty, so I can Daze that and replay it. But they just concede. So we had everything covered here. Nice. Off to a good start. These swords have been, yeah, really, really good. Maybe it's time to play white again. Let's go to the second round. I would like to play first. Just thank you very much. This hand's great. I'm going to keep. Turn 1 Noble. Always good. There we go. No responses. I don't think I've ever had a turn 1 Noble being forced. So, I mean, always bolt the bird. I don't have a bolt, so I'm going to Daze. Especially if they start with a forest. This is a good Daze here. Nice. I'm going to play Nexus and Agents. Let's get some pump spells. And again, I've never missed Berserk. Play a Fetch and Springheart Nantuko. I'm going to let that one resolve. Need to fight over Nadu. Ooh, that was a mistake. I should have brainstormed first. Now, do I want to brainstorm? I could also just chill and do nothing. Then what if I find lethal? I think I'm going to brainstorm. Okay. So at least that's at least it's okay since I know that now. I wouldn't have changed anything. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to Legolas and kill the Springheart Nantuko. Oh no, I don't need to do that. If they play, yeah. Because if they play, if they have Cavern of Souls and they play Nadu, I can just animate Nexus and then Legolas and just kill it in response. That's better. So what do I want to do? I'm going to pitch a Blighted Agent to a force. I can only, if I keep the Legolas, I can only force once. So I definitely keep the Legolas in case they have Cavern of Souls. So I'm going to... I want to pitch. I think I want to pitch Brainstorm to a Force Will next turn. Pick up the Brainstorm, cast it. So put these two back. That seems the best, right? Probably gonna pitch Bladder Agent to Force. Yeah. So let's put them like this, and this way, depending on what happens, I can actually Brainstorm into the second Force Will if I need to. Yeah, okay. I think that's the best way to put them. Let's slam in for 2 and pass. Play the Dryad Arbor, sure. Play Keen-Eyed Curator. I can raise all of that, so that's all fine. It's clear that dazing the Birds of Paradise was really important. Okay, let's Brainstorm. Find one pump spell and then we just win. Not a pump spell. What do we get rid of? I guess nothing. I can put Misty back and Brainstorm. And then I have access to everything. For response to the next turn, just Brainstorm. I think that's the best thing to do. Yeah. So let's put them like that. Next turn, Brainstorm again. Hopefully find a pump spell there. We're still okay. I mean, we are still winning the race. But now every pump spell is lethal. Okay, looks like we are going to daze the Court of Calling. Okay, that's nice. Being able to cash in days like that's really cool. Another MTGO trigger, sure. Now we're going to see Nadu, yes indeed. So I'm going to force pitch Blighted Agent. Let's see if they have a force of their own. They would have probably used it on my days though. Court of Calling X is 1. I think they're gonna get Allosaurus Shepherd. It would be really cool if they do that. Nice. So we have played this excellently, because what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna animate my Nexus. And wow, this is really cool. I'm happy that we got this on camera. That was some really cool gameplay. And I'm going to Legolas, the Nexus, tap. Also very cool that we knew what they were gonna do. Kill this, and that means it's actually counterable. Wow, that was really sweet. Nice. Really, really cool stuff. So do I want to Brainstorm now? Or do I want to keep it in case they have another one? I think we just need to Brainstorm. Chances of us not finding a pump spell or another blue card are very low, but guess what happens? Okay, so we get rid of Endurance and this land. And I'm just going to play Noble. I mean, we still have a 2-turn clock now, and they have 1 card in hand. So the chances of us losing are very, very low. We basically lose if they have exactly Nadu, and not even then, because we usually get 1 more turn and we just need to slam in. So let's just see what happens. Okay, they do have it. Now, as I said, it's very possible that we still win. Oh no, they get Craterhoof, so we actually lose here. Wow. Well, what can I say? Awful amount of brainstorms. Finding 0 pump spells is unfortunate, but it happens. It's magic. So Sword's going to be really good here. Do I want to have Legolas? Probably not. But then again, I'm going to get rid of all these endurances, so I want to cut anything else. Don't think so. I don't even need Legolas, but it was fine. We saw it last game, so I'm just going to submit. Could also play Flusterstorm. If I'm on the draw, I probably cut 2 daisies for 2 Flusterstorms. I think that's better. Not bad. I'm gonna keep here, especially since I have Hedge Maze to go with this Misties. I have double Noble, so if I find 1 pump spell, it's just a 2-turn clock. Now, with the amount of luck I had last game, that's something to take into account. But especially this Daisy is going to stop their turn 1 play here. Oh, it can't be counted, so never mind. But as long as it's not a mana dork, I'm okay with whatever they do. We draw the Hedge Maze, so that, wow, my top decks this game are just, not on my top decks, but my Brainstorms too, are just horrendously bad. Let's just slam in here. You're gonna yield through the turn because everything's uncounterable, so whatever. Play the birds, sure. Play Cradle, sure. Really want to have swords now, that would be good. I could have Swords Shepherd. Yeah, Swords to Plowshares has been really, really overperforming. It's only the second game that I've played it, but really good. Brainstorm. Not a Brainstorm, that's Hedge Maze. Force Wall, that can go. Slam in here. Let's see if they block with Birds of Paradise. They probably should. Indeed. Nice. With Foothills, make a couple of tokens. Another Shepherd, yeah, that's fine, man. You got it. Nomads, sure. I can daze this, but they can pay, so I'm not gonna. Who's gonna yield? They probably have Nadu with some kind of tutor. There we go. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna draw Brainstorm and kill him. That's the idea. Okay, so I saved you a couple of minutes of your time to show you that I'm dead. They're just gonna find Creative Beam eventually, and I lose. Probably should have mulliganed this hand now that I think about it, but after my unluckiness in the first game, I don't know, hand wasn't bad or anything like that. The reason why I usually don't concede too quickly is we just need one turn, and usually, very often, what happens is you actually do get another turn with against Nadu, not so much against this version, but very often you do get another turn, and that's all we need. So don't concede too quickly when you're playing with Infect. All right, round 3. Let's get in there. This is keep. Pretty good. So turn 1 this, Hedge Maze. Turn 2 play Agent with Nexus. And turn 3 kill him. Hope they use removal on Agents, and then just kill him with Embiggen, Invigorate, and Legolas. That is what we are going to do. I'm going to try at least. Let's see what's on top. Another Legolas. Don't think I need another one. Let's get rid of it. Really want to pick up Daze. That would be the best pickup here. Wouldn't complain if I had a Force Will. If I draw Force, I would not play Agent. But Ponder means I am going to play Blighted Agents. Brainstorm. Probably looking for Force Will. Or Daze. Depending on what I'm up against. But Basic Island usually signals control. And in that matchup, Legolas Quick Reflex is a powerhouse. Kind of hoping they force here. That would be sweet. That means Invigorate and Embiggen is probably going to work. Best idea here, or best scenario here, is they force and they have a Swords in hand to try and prevent Inkmoth Nexus from killing them. There we go. Force Will pitching a Spell Pierce. That's a sign. I think we're playing against a control deck. That's very nice. Please don't have Wasteland. Yes, indeed. Double Island. Okay, so I'm afraid of Dress Down. I would have gone for it if I hadn't drawn Glistener, but I need to play this one here. Especially if you have Double Island. Counterspell. That's really okay. So I'm gonna Ponder. As long as I don't have Dress Down. Okay, not bad. So we can go for it next turn. Brainstorm, let's draw it. And hope that we're not playing against... Like, if it's High Tide, they could theoretically kill us here. We'll see. Ah, there is the plains. Okay, so now I'm feeling safe. I'm just going to kill him. Get him dead. So let's... And then... And then we... followed by... and then a mana... This is also why Legolas is so good. Like very often people just don't know what Legolas does and what it's possible of doing. And it's very possible that my opponent just has counter magic in hand or swords in hand, and like Inkmoth Nexus is tapped. So why would you use Force Will effects? But then if you don't, like this can potentially happen. It's so awkward. So now they have Dress Down, I have Force. That's the only thing that could, as I said, that's the only thing that could save them. But let's see if they have double Force Will. Highly unlikely. But again, cool that we were able to call it out. Like, the only thing I was afraid of is Dress Down, and we got him. Nice. So against Control, Legolas, best card there is. You want to have Libraries, you want to have Veils, and you want to have Flusterstorms. Probably all of them. Entrance pretty bad in the matchups, not why it's there. On the draw, don't really like Daze all that much. I'm going to trim down some number of forces. And probably days gets cut. And yep, that's it. Submit. If we go to game 3, you play 1 more days and 1 force less. Yeah, I mean, has threats and Legolas, so that's a keep. This pretty much makes it extremely awkward for them. Like, they need removal spell every single turn. As long as they didn't have Timeo turn 1, we're good. So I'm going to start with Pendelhaven on Glistener Elf. I just don't care if they get rid of a couple of these cards. I'm only going to need 1 threat to win the game, so... Noble. Okay, so I'm going to play Elf. I don't want them to kill Noble at this point. They can kill all of my threats. Just don't kill Noble, please. Next turn, probably play Noble and Fetchland. So there we have a dead Glistener Elf, which is okay. Now I'm going to play the Fetch, play the Noble, stock up, that's okay. Let's get my Hedge Maze, end of turn. There we go, let's see what's on top. Pump spell, please. Yes, indeed. Put on top. So now they need... So, removal spells are not good enough anymore. So they need... Force Wills. Let's see how many they have. They're going to need a bunch. That's number 1. Legolas, dude, it's just so insane. I don't care about anything what they could have. It's really is Infect's I win button. And if you can, you need to try and hide. Yeah, so this... so it's funny, people play Lavinia against us, and this only stops Invigorate. That's not true, I guess it also stops Force, but I don't care about Lavinia at all. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and hide that I have Legolas. So what I'm going to do is place Nexus and animate Inkmoth Nexus like this. Then I can double Invigorate. Sorry, double Embiggen. And still have Legolas up. However, if I do that, that does mean that I'm not able to Pendelhaven. Do I want that? Do I want that? Is the question. I think it's probably better for me. Yeah, the thing is, it actually just doesn't matter. Because Embiggen on Nexus is, like, I just win. It's so silly. I have already won this game. Because what happens here is that Embiggen, right? It's 5 on Nexus, so I just need to slam in with Noble and Nexus, and I'm gonna deal 7. That means Pendelhaven, Noble, and Nexus is just always lethal next turn. So I have Legolas, so I cannot lose anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play this Inkmoth Nexus. I'm just gonna slam in here, and I'm just gonna fire off this Embiggen. And whatever they do, it's irrelevant. If they Force Will here, nice, because that's another card away or out of their hand. And if they don't, I just win. And even if they do, I still win next turn. So I just want to get rid of their resources. Looks like they have Force, so what are they going to pitch? They've already used 1 Force Will, so let's see what they do. If it wasn't clear already, Legolas Quick Reflexes is nuts in this deck, and very happy that in this league I was able to show you why. I can still lose if they have Back to Basics. Because if they do have Back to Basics, that means that these do not untap. Unless I draw land, then it's all good. They play flooded, they play stock up, so we just win. Sure, slam in, my friend. Okay, we draw Force Will too, which is nice, but I don't need it. I'm just going to use this. Now I don't even have to worry about press down. Let's slam in. So imagine if I didn't have Legolas, what I would have done here is I would have just attacked with my 2 Inkmoth Nexi, and then not use Pendelhaven. Okay, so they will Swords, I will Legolas. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next game, I guess I will show you the actual moment where I win. There you go. All right, next round. I'm gonna play again. Nice. Magic is very... Whoever's on the play is just has such a huge benefit. No land, that's unfortunate. Hand was very, very good. That's Mulligan. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna get rid of a Force. And I just need 1 punch and then we win. one of my last videos, someone responded that they thought it was weird that I said that Infect was not a combo deck. And I'm going to repeat that again. Infect is not a combo deck. It can be, but it's rare. The fact that I have actually cut Berserk from the deck should signal you all you need to know. It's basically like Delver, where what you want to do is you want to, you're like a very, very aggressive aggro deck, and you can be extremely aggressive with the pump spell, but like, look at the previous games. There were games where I just, usually one pump spell is what you want. So no, in fact, it's not a combo deck. It can be very fast, but it's more often than not just you chip in a couple of times, and then you finish it off with one pump spell. Anyway, so we decided to stop that Flesh Raker from dissolving. This hand's not great against this deck. We need a bit more of a fast clock. Like, this is a matchup where I do want to have, where I really do want to have Berserk, because we need to be as quick as possible. I don't think I'm going to fight over this. That's fine. I think my Nexus, I need Force of Will for a more impactful spell. I don't have a fast clock anyway, so they can just play blockers. So I'm just going to play Inkmold Nexus. Because imagine I counter this Kozilek's command, and then what, right? They play a blocker, Elf doesn't do anything anymore. Inkmold Nexus is much better. So I'm not going to fight over all of this. I could counter this, but I think I need to try and stop the payoff spell. Sure, they will have a lot of mana now, but okay, they have another one. That's always scary, right? So I'm just gonna top deck Invigorate. But against this deck, you usually just need to stop one or two spells, and then you're good. And that's it. See, exactly what I meant. Perfect. So we needed to stop Flesh Raker and Command, and they will have like one big thing left in the hand, but that's irrelevant. Again, I don't miss Berserks. So I'm just going to kill him, get him dead. I've been thinking about maybe playing one or two Berserks in the sideboard. I haven't found room, though, since I have the swords now that I'm playing. I just don't have the room. So they make 1,000,000 mana, and I'm going to just counter this and kill him. Get him dead. So matchup is very straightforward here. Force of Vigors are going to be excellent, and that's pretty much it, what you want against them. Days are bad on the draw. On the play, I'm going to keep them, but on the draw, not good. I just don't want anything else. I'm going to keep one, but that's it. Submit. Do I want his Endurance? They are pretty bad, medium as well, so I probably... yeah, I just keep the Dazes, I guess. Endurance is really awful. I guess I play one Sylvan Library. Yeah, let's submit. This is a matchup where you do want to be the combo deck. Hand's fine, but no land. Easy mulligan. Hand's very good, but no land. Easy mulligan. I'm not going to win like this. Yeah, I was just going to keep whatever they showed me. So I'm... what do I want to do? I think it's safer to actually play like... Yeah, no, never mind. I was going to say it's safer to play with the two lands in my hand, but I just... Since I'm mulligan to 5, if you want to win on a mulligan to 5, you need to get lucky, so I can't afford to play it safe. Okay, draw Brainstorm. Let's play Noble and chill. As a Saga. Force of Vigor is just such a powerhouse in this matchup. That's what I want to find. Play Key, play Petal. Probably just Brainstorming first. If I find a pump spell, I'm going to play Blooded Agent. Otherwise, I play Library. Nice. So I'm going to put them like this. Play Blighted Agent. And let's see if they have a big payoff spell next turn. They have Flesh Raker. That's fine. It's not going to cut it. Wandering would be the best one for them. Okay, so I'm going to always yield to this. One card in hand. What do you have for me, my friend? Is it a good one? Is it the Wandering? Because then I'm screwed. Just a removal spell. That's fine. So I think we win. Nice. This matchup is really good in general. Let's brainstorm first. I wish I would have had another blue card here, but I don't. So let's just put them like this. Can't even use the Forcible, so why keep it, right? Doesn't really matter what I put back, honestly. They have one top deck. I do want to have Invigorate here, because what can possibly happen is I may need to block a creature and Invigorate Blooded Agents to prevent 2 damage from hitting me. So they make a construct, they get another key, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we win, nice. Can't be blocked, sure, don't care. So I'm just gonna chill. So what I could have done is I could have blocked Deathraker with Blighted Agents and then used Invigorate. And I would have done this if they had like 1 or 2 cards left in their hand to survive 2 more damage from all these triggers, but we don't need to do that now. So let's just kill him. Nice, last round. On the draw, come on. Why can't I have 5 on the plays in a row? Yep, that's fine, I'm gonna keep. Island Ponder. Drawing Invigorate is nice. Let's just play Noble. Looks like we have a Bowmasters. Okay. So this is a matchup where these endurances could be really good. I think I'm just going to play Nexus and Agents. And if they attack with Bowmasters, I'm actually going to kill it with Blighted Agents. Because I have so many bad cards in hand, I really want to Brainstorm. Okay. Let's just block. Nice. Let's hope they don't have another one. Wasteland, Nexus, that's fine. Oh, they Tropical. This happens so often, and I just think it's always wrong, especially at this state of the game. They have Tamiya though, which is annoying. Another one is very, very annoying. But okay, so be it. Let's just see what happens. Doesn't look like they have Brainstorm. Well, they may do it now. That's possible. Let's hedge Maze here. Force. I don't think I want to have Force or Will. Need to be careful when I Brainstorm. So, ooh, that's a really, really good pickup. So what I think is going to happen here is they should end of turn draw a card with this clue token. If they don't, that's a clear sign that they have Bowmasters, because that means they want to have mana open in case I Brainstorm end of turn. They put Tamiyo into the graveyard. They will draw. Okay, so this is my window to Brainstorm. Not bad, I guess. So put the 2 lands back. Especially having double Legolas is really good. Let's pass. No endurance, that's unfortunate. Ah, there we have the Entomb. So I think we just lose. Don't have anything going on here. In the previous games, even though endurance was in the main, I never actually had an issue with it, so I did like it. So we'll see if they have a reanimation spell now. If they do, I'm just going to concede here. This game's over. Okay, so let's play all the good stuff. There we go. So Vacuum, all the white cards, and Veil of Summers. So against this deck, what I've recently been doing is I've just been cutting Glistener Elves. It's you just need to survive, right? Glistener Elf is just too unreliable. Endurance is much better. You have these swords, etc. It's difficult, right? Because I also trim some number of Legolas. I'm probably going to keep some number of Glistener Elves, but you also have these Embiggens. If you trim down on the Glistener Elves, or Embiggen gets worse, and then Legolas gets worse, etc. So this is what I've been doing. I also trim on the play some number of forces. So I think I'm going to probably put them like this. Keep 1 elf, 2 Legolas, 2 Embiggens, 2 force, stuff like that. Seems fine. Fortunately, we didn't get to see our main deck endurance in this matchup. I'm going to keep not terribly exciting, but this does require them to have a lot of removal spells. Tamiyo, sure. There we go. That's a good pickup. So let's play Blighted Agents. Don't really want to hedge Maze end of turn in case I find swords. I probably should because I have Noble, so it's okay. Brainstorm, sure. To me, it has actually been the thing I'm most afraid of from this deck, weirdly enough. Brainstorm, yep. That's a good one. Put on top. Let's see what's up. Swords is too late. And let's put them like this. Play the fetch land. So I do have lethal with these pump spells. That's nice. What I really want to find now is Veil of Summer. That's the best thing against this deck because it just stops everything that they want to do. Fatal Push. Didn't want to play Blood Agents because I wanted to have access to Endurance at all times. But I may, as much as I hate to do that, I may just have to. Because I need a clock to pressure Tamio. Thoughtseize. Okay, so I think I'm just going to play this Endurance now. Yeah, let's do that. Or I could also just wait and see what they take. Yeah, maybe that's better. I would have fetched anyway, so this is okay. I'm just gonna reveal my hand. And this is why I've been talking about playing 1 or 2 prismatic endings in the sideboard. I feel like if you have the graveyard, like this list has the graveyard locked, or I feel relatively safe against the graveyard. But Tamio is just such a annoying threat once it sticks. So I may look for a way to play some number of prismatic endings. Legolas is a good pickup, but it's too late. See, and this is what I mean. So I'm most afraid of Tamio. It's pretty much the only thing I'm afraid of from this deck. So I have to play Endurance now because I need to get this Tamio down to a lower life total. Well, life total. Loyalty counters. Force. Not a good pickup. Okay, let's start slamming down this Tamio. Ooh, this is really good because they want a Petty Theft Endurance. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to use my pump spells to make Endurance bigger. Don't think that's worth it. Brainstorm, sure. There we go, Entomb. So probably concession time. And this is all because of Tamio. So I haven't solved that puzzle yet. Like, how do we fix the Tamio problem? We have the graveyard. I mean, we have the graveyard under control. That's not a big issue. And all the other threats are fine. But the fact that Tamio flips into a Planeswalker is the problem, right? Because the swords solve the creature's problem. But I think I need to play some number of prismatic endings. Currently, it's just too difficult to get rid of this Tamio once it has flipped, and I've been encountering that a lot in my recent games where Tamio is the problem, which is so weird from the combo deck that is Reanimate. But now the fact that I had to use my Endurance was the issue here because I needed to tick down that the loyalty counters on that Planeswalker. So maybe I should even just yeah, it feels like Endurance on its own is fine. Like cut down on this Rest in Peace and maybe play 1 Swords less and play 2 of these prismatic endings. Like this. That seems fine. I might even cut Pendelhaven for Tundra. I've done that in the past. I don't hate this. Just feels like to me it was too big of a problem really. It's just a win condition on its own, and it's so difficult to get rid of. But that's mainly because you also have to respect the graveyard, right? If you can just rely on the graveyard on itself, but that's a broken record at this point. We know that Wizards apparently doesn't care about that. But that's what I'm thinking. Maybe even cut down on this Legolas' quick reflexes. 3 is maybe fine. I don't know. I haven't solved it yet, but playing 4 Endurance has been really good. And I haven't missed Berserk at all. And I don't miss the other 2 Ponders either. So there's room here to improve, that's for sure. Let me know what you guys think, and if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye.